All right, everyone, welcome back to round 3 of Modern FNM, brought to you by Top Deck Productions. For this round, we have Zach Harris on Tezzeret Gifts versus Alex Calnon on Mardu Pyromancer.
So this should be pretty interesting.
I think Zach is playing an Esper color scheme in his Tezzeret deck. So two of the less popular wedges, although the Mardu deck's definitely gaining in popularity recently.
Do you actually know that it's Esper?
Yeah, that's what it says on, on our list of what people are playing.
I haven't seen. I've seen Zach play Tezzeret Gifts, but I haven't seen it be Esper. Unless it's only Esper in the sense that he's playing
Thopter Foundry.
Thopter Foundry.
Yeah, maybe it's just. It might just be blue-black.
I think it's just blue-black. I mean, can we get Thopter Foundry on the screen for those who don't know?
It's a hybrid blue-white.
Yeah, it pretends to be a white card, but it's not. Actually, though, some of the first one of the ways you could play that card back in Extended, and the reason it was banned in Modern initially, and the way that it came back in full force when it got unbanned for a bit, was
that card was. Oh, I thought Sword was banned.
That's right. Sorry, yeah, they banned Sword, which effectively bans Thopter Foundry. Yeah. But people were playing it in blue-white, like blue-white sort of tap-out control, and it was a pretty sweet like win con. Yeah.
What artifacts did you sacrifice?
You're playing it with the combo, Sword of the Meek. But
okay, sure. Yeah, just as
a win con. I actually lost to that deck pretty bad in a PPTQ a couple of years ago. I
saw Star City, their versus series. They've done no banless Modern for a few weeks now, as one of the weekly games, and one of the players played this combo with like Chrome Mox and all the degenerate artifact lines and whatnot. It was pretty cool.
Chrome Mox, I can't tell how good Chrome Mox would be. Like, obviously, it's fast mana, and any deck could play, but the downside on Chrome Mox is, like, pretty severe. Obviously, like, Mox Opal has severe deck building restrictions, but I don't know. I can't tell how good Chrome Mox would actually be.
Well, it looks like Zach has Lingering Souls in his hand, so I think he is actually... No, never mind. That's a Talisman. Not Lingering Souls.
I really think it's just blue-black, but I could be wrong.
The old Mirrodin Talismans look very strange to me because they have like such a faded color.
Like the colored mana symbols on them are not actually colored.
It's weird.
Yeah.
So we're gonna lead off with the Thoughtseize here.
All right, go to 16 life, and I guess you'd take the. Depends on what you got in your hand, but
Alex has Manamorphose in his deck. That's pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah, I've seen people playing that. So Zach has a Fatal Push, so I think you just take like the Kolaghan's Command.
Yeah, Kolaghan seems really good against.
Yeah, that card seems very good here. If you didn't have Fatal Push, I would say take the Pyro, but I say take the K Command every time here. You're definitely not taking the Fatal Push. I don't think you care about the Bedlam Reveler yet. Say what?
You could take the Looting.
Yeah, you can't take. That's what. Wait, did I not just say that? Oh, did I say Fatal? I meant Looting. Yeah, obviously, definitely don't take the Looting. I don't think it's worth taking the Reveler. You just don't care about that yet.
Manamorphose is just an elemental, I guess.
Yeah.
And then draw a card, which isn't terrible. And he's just going to take Bedlam Reveler. Interesting.
Huh. I wonder why.
Maybe he has
another hand disruption spell?
Yeah, before Kolaghan's Command's coming down.
But then why would you take Reveler?
That's a good point.
It's not like that's coming out anytime soon. Yeah, I got to feel like Kolaghan's Command's the right choice. I mean, obviously, Zach knows his deck better than we do. But I'd be pretty worried about that Kolaghan's Command.
Yeah.
I mean, even just the discard mode is like pretty good against this Tezzerator deck.
Sure.
And the artifact mode is obviously really solid.
Wow, and I think Alex just drew in a Braid there off of that that Faith is Looting. It's an interesting one.
Yeah, a Braid mainboard's pretty sweet. I don't think I've seen that too recently. Seems fine.
I saw a list recently that was running. I'm not sure what it was. It just like a Ponza list, to be honest.
Yeah. It seems a little loose because like
I think it's a hedge against Lantern.
Yeah, sure. It's just like there are definitely matchups where that has no relevance.
We were just talking about how we thought Kolaghan's Command was good. Alex actually discarded it to his Faithless Looting.
Why is he not valuing this Kolaghan's Command?
Well, he may not know the matchup right away, right?
Yeah. I guess I hadn't even thought about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it is game 1.
Okay, maybe he didn't draw a Braid. Maybe I'm totally misinformed. But I could have sworn that he could have discarded it. We don't know what the second card discarded was, but
so he drew a Bedlam Reveler. Why is Zach so afraid of these? I just don't understand these choices from either player. So okay, I understand Alex not knowing his opponents on Tezzeret. I don't understand Zach's fear of these Bedlam Revelers.
All right, and Zach definitely is playing Esper as a path in hand. So can finally confirm that it is Esper.
Oh, okay.
So I guess Alex just plays his Pyro here, sure. It's going to get fatal pushed, but whatever. All you can do. And it looks like Alex drew into Lingering Souls, I think. And Zach drew
Tidal Scholar is okay, but he doesn't have white mana right now. So what do we got in hand for Zach? It's Gifts, Fatal Push, Lingering Souls, Tide Hollow?
Path Tide Hollow.
Path Tide Hollow.
Yeah.
All right, Alex with Lingering Souls.
So I guess here is Fatal Push.
All right, push that.
Can't do anything else.
Pass turn.
Yeah.
Man, this it's a strange place to be in for Zach. That's one of the problems with these Tezzeret Gifts type decks. They have really strange curves and clunky hands.
Yeah, sometimes.
And this is partially not Zach's fault, but this is also partially the sort of MO with these decks.
Zach doesn't have an answer to this Pyro now. I mean, he drew a War of Invention, which he could cast for X equals 0, but I don't know what artifact you can get for 0 out of this deck. Maybe a Mishra's Bubble.
It could be good, you know?
Yeah. If you really need to draw an additional card.
You could get a Tormod's Crypt, which is actually not bad here.
Yeah, well, that's definitely true.
Tormod's Crypt would be pretty sweet, honestly.
Instant speed.
Instant speed, get rid of your Lingering Souls, Bedlam Reveler crap.
Yeah.
It's okay. I saw people playing some Tormod's Crypts in their Bloodbraid Elf Jund sideboards because you can Bloodbraid Elf and then do it for free. And that seems terrible.
Yes.
I'm not sure who told someone that was a good idea, but it's not a good idea.
So Alex leading on the Manamorphose here to get an extra elemental with these Lingering Souls. He's bound to cast. Draw a card from Manamorphose, finds, I think that was an Inquisition. So it doesn't have enough mana to cast that on top of the Lingering Souls, but. So he's going to use his 2 floating mana from Manamorphose to cast the first copy of the Souls here, and then he can attack for 2.
And I actually kind of like the Inquisition there, given that you don't really know what to expect or play around out of this Esper Tezzeret Gifts deck. Like, based on what he's played, you have no idea what he has. I think the information there with the Inquisition would have been nice.
Well, here's an Inquisition from Zach, and we see Thoughtseize Inquisition on Alex's side.
So
I guess he takes the Thoughtseize. Yeah, the
Inquisition doesn't want to lose the gifts.
Although the Inquisition can take out of the other 2 cards.
Yeah.
The 3 cards.
And Zach can't even cast gifts right now anyway. So.
Yeah. There's a Bolt from Alex, so some pretty good draws on his end. Definitely not very good draws from Zach's end. He hasn't been able to find a 4th land to get anything going, or white mana. So this attack from Alex is already for 6, which is pretty good. Here's the Inquisition.
I'm going to take a Tide Hollow Scholar, I guess. Or take a path.
Take the path, yeah.
Actually, I think the Tide Hollow might be, I don't know. It's tough.
You're going to be out of cards, so you definitely don't care about the Tide Hollow.
Yeah, I guess. I'm not sure how good the path is here against this. Okay, we're just going to scoop it up.
And yeah.
All right,
I think that was actually a very tactful scoop from Zach. He hid information about his deck. Like,
yeah, I don't want to show him
if Alex doesn't know what he's doing. I mean, the Talisman kind of gives a good amount of information, but if you have never seen that card in play, you wouldn't, obviously you wouldn't link it to this deck right off the bat.
Yeah, and I mean, was that the only artifact we really saw?
Yeah, we saw that, and then some hand disruption and a fatal push.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, God, for all Alex knows, this is like just a blue-black Scarab God mid-range deck or something, you know.
Well, he's not playing standard, so he's probably
well, I mean, I honestly think that there's definitely a blue-black mid-range deck for Modern that's like, you play your Logic Notch, you play your Delve Threats, you play your you got your Tombstalker and your Shadow of Doubts, and you play
you got to have your Shadow.
You play
of
one or
Doubts.
two Scarab Gods, and
you're
one
not
or two.
playing blue-black if you're not playing Shadow.
That's
of Doubt.
right. I think there's definitely just a blue-black like mid-rangey control deck with Jace the Mind Sculptor that uses a Scarab God or two. Maybe even the sideboard, but it sort of like plays the role of Keranos.
Right. A lot of people think Jace is a control finisher, but it's really better in like a mid-range deck, like you said.
Yeah. Jace is also pretty good in some combo decks.
Yeah, control.
Well, it's certainly good like in Kiki twin decks. Basically, Jace is pretty sweet. It's like an alternate win con. It's a dig for your your combo pieces. Can be a value engine. It's just very good in like a Rug Kiki deck or something. I actually just saw a Rug Kiki list 5-0 on Goldfish. The only creatures were it was 4 Goyfs, 4 Snaps, I think 1 Vendilion Click, 2 Kikis, and 4 Bounding Craces.
Oh, nice.
And then it was 2 Jaces, and then all the usual.
Craces. Yeah, I guess that's probably the best version of the 3-drop guy.
Well, right now it is because Bold is not super popular yet, though I think it will be very soon. But Bounding Crace is just Rex face. I mean, 3 power.
Yeah, it's a 3/3 flash.
Yeah, and right now there's really no reason to play Deceiver Exarch against push decks.
Yeah.
You just don't care about the 4 body. You'd rather just have power. So Bounding Chris is just a hell of a card. I mean, a 3-mana 3/3 flash that taps down a creature is just insane tempo beats. Like those with your Tarmogoyfs is just kind of crazy. You can win a whole lot of games just by smashing face.
So sideboard-wise, Zach probably has some graveyard interaction that he wants to bring in. Maybe Surgicals, probably Relics.
Yeah, Surgical's maybe not great here, but if Zach is playing Snapcaster, Surgical's extremely good.
Yeah.
If you can go...
No, I meant from Zach's end. Bring those cards in against Alex.
Yeah, I'm saying if Zach has Snapcaster, Surgical's extremely good. Because he can go Surgical.
I see what
you can go Surgical, Snap, Surgical.
Sure.
The sweet thing about that play, especially if you do it for 2 mana and 4 life, it's extremely efficient, and you take away the downside of Surgical, which is that it's card disadvantage. Because when you get to look at your opponent's hand, twice, you just take the second time you guarantee a hit out of their hand if you want. And
yeah, Zach also maybe has some sweepers to bring in, like a Damnation or a Bontu's Last Reckoning. I see a lot of people playing Bontu's Last Reckoning lately.
Man, it's good in Ad Nauseam and it's good in the rack. Outside of that, I don't think people should be playing that card.
Yeah.
Maybe some other fringe deck, but I don't think it belongs in this Gifts deck.
Sure. I guess if you have that and Damnation, you can guarantee you're going to go find one.
Sure. I think I'd rather have like Languish or...
Yeah, well, he has actually Supreme Verdict in his hand, which is...
I think I'd actually,
the best of the.
Yeah, I think over.
Although it might be hard for him to cast. I mean, we didn't seem to have any white mana last turn.
If I were going to guarantee getting a board wipe with my Gifts Ungiven in this Esper deck.
Well, there you go.
What?
Got Damnation and
Supreme Verdict. I was going to say, if I were going to guarantee having one of those with my Gifts deck, I think numbers 3 and 4 would be like Black Sun Zenith and Languish.
Black Sun Zenith.
Or maybe just like Flaying Tendrils.
Yeah.
But Black Sun Zenith is actually pretty sweet.
Sup. Rampaging Narwhals.
Cool thing about Black Sun Zenith and Gifts is if your opponent doesn't give it to you, it gets shuffled back in.
Does it?
Yeah.
Anytime it goes to the graveyard?
Oh, actually, no, it's a cast trigger, isn't it? Yeah.
It's not like an
it's not a cast trigger. It's part of the spell resolving.
Yeah. So Alex knows he's got a long way ahead to get through these 2 board wipes.
Yeah.
If he finds Thoughtseize, that obviously helps immensely. But he's just going to go ahead and play his Pyromancer here.
I guess you just play this Pyro and kind of sit on it and don't do much, right?
You only need
cast some utility spells and make him run it. Make him run out one of these Wraths on 3 tokens or something.
Well, I just saw an Iona Shield of Emeria in Zach's deck.
Yeah, he's probably playing Unburial Rites.
Yeah, so is that in addition to Tezzeret, or is he actually not playing Tezzeret? I don't know.
Yeah, now that you mentioned, I don't see a purpose. What is the purpose of Tezzeret here?
Well, I don't know. He has a Darksteel Citadel, so he definitely has an artifact.
Yeah, it seems like.
Wow, so just Esper
maybe
combos.
Maybe we're thinking the wrong Tezzeret. Maybe he doesn't have Agent of Bullet. Maybe he has the Seeker.
No, I'm sure he has Agent of Bullet.
What about
to find the Thopter? He's just got 2 combos. He's got the Reanimation plan probably, and then also the Thopter Sword combo.
Yeah, I mean that's a real plan. Do you remember the old Giftstron days where blue-white Giftstron?
I was definitely not playing that.
It was a super stupid deck. But it was just Tron plus blue-white Gifts.
In one?
Yeah.
Great, that sounds great.
That's sort of how I feel about this Esper. Yeah, Tezzeret doesn't seem great if you don't have that many artifacts.
So Zach's drawn only lands, I think, but he did find another untapped white source. So he can't cast either Verdict or Damnation if he needs to.
Man, Concealed Courtyard seems like a really loose land for this deck. Am I wrong about that?
Probably not, because sometimes on turn 1 you either want to leave up Hand Disruption or Path.
You leave up your Path on turn 1 against what? Against Burn for the Goblin Guide.
Yeah.
I mean, to me the white is.
It gives him the flexibility.
To me, white is clearly the splash color. Maybe he doesn't have Serum Visions or other hand sculpt, but to me, Darkslick Shores, if you're going to play a fast land in this deck, seems way better. I don't even know if this is a deck that wants fast
Zach may have just drawn a Wrath of God.
Okay, so he's got all 4 board wipes.
Yeah, that's a Wrath of God. All right, so we're ready to eliminate some creatures here.
So maybe the white splash is less.
That first one taking out half of Lingering Souls and some Pyromancer action, but
of course he still got the 1 souls. So
yeah.
So maybe this deck is more white than I thought it was. Maybe it's less of a splash, but I can't get behind the Concealed Courtyard. I mean, I have to see the list, but it seems dubious. What do we got here? Faithless Looting?
Faithless Looting, yep.
Terminate.
Which
Terminate seems kind of worthless.
I guess I can take out Iona. if he names
white. Well, white's actually the most common color to name with Iona.
Sure. Although you're probably naming red against this deck.
Yeah, I mean.
And in fact, we just discarded the Terminator.
Yeah,
so
assuming Zach has been following lists carefully on online, he should know that these Mardu Pyromancer decks don't really play Path. They rely on Fatal Push.
So I think Alex has a Collective Brutality here that he could play, which
that's pretty good.
Like a good play. Yeah. And probably just one mode, unless we want to nug him for 2.
Oh, please don't nug him for 2.
We are. We're just discarding Bedlam Reveler.
Why would we do that?
I'm not sure. So we see Wrath of God and Supreme Verdict.
That is like
I gotta say, the nug for 2 is my favorite mode on Collective Brutality.
It's like the most chronically misplayed one. Like maybe we're missing something, but you get nothing out. I mean, that's like playing. That's bizarre to me. You just discard. I mean, you have no way to get value out of Bedlam Reveler in your graveyard unless you Kolaghan's Command it back.
Yeah.
I just do not understand that whatsoever. You're not worried about your life total.
Zach just drew his Iona. So that one's a long way from coming. Oh, he has 2.
Oh, he has 2 Bedlam Revelers.
That makes sense.
All right, okay. I guess I can get behind that. But is that even true if your opponent's playing a discard deck?
Yeah, I guess
your opponent has hand disruption. Never mind. I do not take that for your word, Santiago.
Yeah.
Still think that's a misplay.
So what are the odds we see Iona hardcast this game?
It's 9 mana, right? But he does have.
Don't actually know.
He's got triple white already, so.
So we're halfway there.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, definitely still a misplay, I think, to drain your opponent for 2 there. It's not like Zach is pressuring your life total.
Got the draw step, Ghost Quarter, Sacred Foundry. All right.
Okay, sure.
I guess he can go get planes. That would have been relevant. No, but Reveler's only 2 red. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, so Alex definitely does have a braid in.
Wait, so Alex doesn't have the basic planes, so that's probably a good play by Zach. I guess Zach Zach knew that this deck wouldn't have the basic planes.
Sure. Or maybe Alex just didn't want to get it.
I think Zach probably read that pretty well as no basic planes.
Sure. So it looks like Alex's hand is
fair
Bolt,
assumption.
and I guess if there is a second Reveler, it would be that. So we're counting up the number of cards in the graveyard to see our deduction on Bedlam Reveler.
It looks like we can play it for. Oh,
That's
so he's gonna bolt.
Yeah.
So can we play it for 3 mana now?
Maybe just 2. Yeah, just 2.
Just 2. Okay.
So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep.
So
okay. Just 2.
And some fun counting exercises.
So maybe now, if we draw a hand disruption spell, we can cast it with this swamp. That'd be pretty
sweet. Like he did, or maybe that's Brutality. I think that's double Souls Brutality.
Those are pretty good hits.
Well, not really, since I guess he can discard both of them now, but he can't cast the Souls, the front end.
Oh sure, yeah, with the white, yeah.
And Zach drew another land, and we're just firing off the verdict here. All right.
Sure, why not the old 1-for-1 verdict? Except for it's really like a 1-for-4.
Yeah.
The old 1-for-4 verdict, folks.
And there's a Kolaghan's Command from Alex. Could be good.
God, this Gifts deck is just really derpy.
Yeah, well, when you draw all of your Wraths and Iona as your only interaction in the game.
Yeah, but the thing is, like I said, it may seem like Zach's getting unlucky, but that's just the MO of these decks.
Sure.
They just have clunky cards and clunky draws, and
so
it's a little bit like Eldrazi Tron.
The Kolaghan's Command here. I think he's
get back Bedlam Reveler seems good.
And discard. Oh, that's actually could be relevant.
Yeah, discards the Iona. That's what he wanted.
I'm sure Alex didn't expect that. Although, it's definitely not a usual card to see your opponent's discard. So he got back his Reveler, and this is actually a great way for him to get some value here. He can play the Reveler and then discard all these Lingering Souls that he can't cast, and then be able to cast them from his graveyard.
Sure.
This is a spot where Surgical would be great from.
Yeah.
What kind of commentators call something derpy, not professional? Well, we are not professional.
Yeah,
so
we are.
That would be expected, I suppose.
Also, the word derpy is, I guess I don't take your meaning, but I appreciate the feedback, so. All
right, so draws 3 off the Reveler there. He got Faithless Looting a land and an Inquisition. So the last card in Zach's hand, I don't... Oh, it's a Path. So the Inquisition here is just going to be blank.
Yeah. Or maybe Zach will give you your basic land. You never know.
Yeah, so Reveler gets Path, Inquisition. Doesn't hit anything. I think you meant Dirtily instead of Derpy. Did you mean Dirtily instead of Derpy?
No, I mean, I think...
Also true. That is Dirtily as well.
Yeah, it's definitely Dirtily, too. But it's also Derpy. I mean, if it were Chad Dirtle Arthur, then it would definitely be Dirtily.
Sure.
But unfortunately, it's Zach Derpy Harris.
That's a great emote there for Derpy, I suppose, or Dirtily. So I guess we're just going to be flashing back some spirits here. We have 3 copies of Lingering Souls in the graveyard ready to be flashed back. And Zach is down to 12. And out of cards. And probably out of Wraths, considering he's cast 3 different Wraths. Can't imagine he had much more.
Well, you know, these gifts deck, you might have the 4th.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe the Flaying Tendrils.
Looks like he maybe drew a Snapcaster? Just looking at the graveyard there.
Snapcaster is okay here. I'm not... Snapcaster Path is not good.
Snapcaster Wrath.
The Snapcaster Wrath is very, very average.
You definitely want to wait for that because of the other souls. Although if you wait, wow, he just drew a Tezzeret.
That's pretty good here.
Yeah.
But not against Snapcaster Path.
Assuming Zach drew a Snapcaster. I'm not sure about that, but the way he looked at his graveyard made me think that might be the case.
Could be a Logic Knot.
I guess it could have been a Logic Knot.
I don't think you play a Logic Knot in your 3-color Esper deck that has Darksteel Citadels in it.
Yeah, probably.
Seems pretty tough to make blue reliable, especially with your concealed courtyards.
Yeah, so what is Darksteel Citadel for? To increase the artifact count of Tezzeret?
Yeah, I honestly, unless he's playing like, I mean, so for one, you can Ghost Core to your Darksteels.
Sure.
And that's okay, I guess. But other than that, I have no idea. I mean, maybe there's...
You can turn it into a 5/5? Indestructible? I guess that's all right.
Yeah, well, Agent of Bolus doesn't do that, does he? I thought Tezzeret the Seeker did that.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
I have no idea what this Darksteel Citadel is for.
So we did have Snapcaster, and yeah, the Path is going to take down Tezzeret. Unfortunately for Alex, although that doesn't mean that he doesn't have to worry about his souls getting wrath.
Maybe Zach is playing Manamorphose into Boom Bust. Is that what he...
Agent of Bolus does that. Okay.
Oh, Agent of Bolus does that?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I think his ability is like look at the top X some number of cards, take any artifacts, make a thing into a 5/5, and then its ultimate's like deal double the amount of artifacts you have. Yeah. Thanks, Santiago. So here's another Lingering Souls. I guess another Snapcaster from Zach here would now be pretty strong.
And Alex has stacked up all his lands. Not sure how I feel about that.
That's also pretty good, it seems. Ensnaring Bridge.
There we go.
No cards in hand for Zach, so nothing's going to be able to attack just yet.
Yeah, I don't think Alex has a way to make Zach draw cards.
He does have Artifact Destruction.
Yeah, we do have Kolaghan's Command for sure.
And I think he also has a Braids.
Sure. Yeah, probably left that in given that he saw the Talisman game 1.
Yeah. There's a Faithless Looting. That could help us find something maybe.
We can also flash back Faithless Looting here.
That's true. We drew Fatal Push and another Reveler.
If you play Faithless Looting, you can...
I think he's just going to cast the Reveler here. Draw 3. Yeah.
Sure.
If he has another copy of Tezzeret, that's another way he could win through the Ensnaring Bridge by just using its discard ability to deal 2 damage to Zach. But I'm not sure if he has more than one Tezzeret. That seems unlikely.
Yeah, it does.
Looks like he drew a Goblin Rival Master. So if the bridge is ever removed, he's going to have quite a large board.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of Goblin tokens. Empty the Warrens, folks. Yeah, this bridge seems really underwhelming.
Enough,
oh, go ahead.
If Zach never discarded that Iona to hand size, the bridge would be very bad here. Or not to hand size, to
oh, sure, because it'd be trapped in his... Yeah,
just discard.
Be trapped in his... Yeah. And then all our X1s would get in, or our 1Xs, I guess.
So Tezzeret the Seeker, if you're curious, untaps 2 artifacts. Minus is to search for an artifact of X, where X is the loyalty you minus. And we're not sure about the alt.
I think the Tezzeret the Seeker alt makes all your artifacts into 5/5s.
No, okay, so it does. So they both make you 5/5 indestructible artifacts.
Tezzeret's real big on his 5/5s.
And in fact, the new Tezzeret alt also makes artifacts into 5/5s every turn.
And also so does that 3-drop enchantment from Tezzeret.
Yes, Tezzeret's touch.
Yeah,
he just loves big on 5/5 artifacts.
Loves those 5/5s. You know what? You got to play him with Gurmag Angler. That's his favorite fish.
Yeah, it's 5/5. His 5/5 fish. So it does not look like Alex has yet to find a artifact destruction.
I can't quite tell.
Faithless Looting.
I can't quite tell who's got the favorite. Like, I guess we don't know how many Kolaghan's commands Alex has left.
Yeah.
We also don't know what Zach's ability to fight off a top deck Kolaghan command with his own top decks is, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
or what Zach is even doing. Like, he has not found anything really meaningful in either game. I guess if he ever finds some burial rights, he can get Iona back. But
get the Iona back.
Iona can't attack.
Right.
So,
but then you turn your opponent off of, well, yeah.
I guess you can then name red and he can't destroy Ensnaring Bridge ever.
Yeah, I guess is Zach's plan to win with his own Ensnaring Bridge in play to Tezzeret his opponent?
Yeah, I guess you can Tezzeret alt.
Yeah, but you probably have to Tezzeret multiple times.
Yeah, I mean it only does twice the number of artifacts you have, and he only has 2.
He's got 2. Yeah, what is Zach's? Is his win condition like? Does he have like a cryptic command where he's gonna bounce his own Ensnaring Bridge for a turn? I mean, I kind of confused.
I think it's generally the Tezzeret alt. Because if you do have a lock with Ensnaring Bridge, eventually you can just.
But I mean, that Tezzeret alt is 2x, right?
Yeah, but it alts very quickly. You only have to plus him once, I think, and then you can alt.
Yeah, but then you got to plus him 5 more times.
4 more times, yeah. Oh, he does have the second Tezzeret.
Okay, well that's a big deal.
Wow.
Tezzeret number 2 is definitely
that's
good.
huge for Alex, because now we can win through the. Yeah,
Zach has to find a way to actually kill his opponent, or he's going to lose to Tezzeret.
Right, the second bridge does not help against Tezzeret.
I don't understand 2 bridges in your Tezzeret Gifts Ungiven deck, right? Don't you just kind of want one?
I think that's a big part of the Tezzerator combo of it.
Yeah, but don't you just...
Because if you also have Thopter Foundry, then you'll just need to hold a card in hand, and then you can attack with all your Thopters that you make for the win. That's another way Zach can pull this out through the bridge. If he just makes a bunch of 1/1 Thopters and then keeps a card.
Right, so yeah, you go your draw. Okay, I get that. Oh,
Ellis
wow.
turn?
Holy shit. I guess we should have expected that with the Iona Gifts on Burial.
With the Reanimator plan, although that's actually not... I mean, that doesn't help against Tezzeret, so...
Yeah, but you can definitely kill your opponent with that thing. That also makes your Snapcaster a 4/3.
Yeah,
but pretty good.
You still can't attack through Ensnaring Bridge.
This is true. But this Tezzeret clock is pretty slow.
Well, Alex has a bolt, so... Yeah, this does hinder the Thopter plan, though, because then all your Thopters are 3/3s, and they won't be able to attack through the bridge. Some very strange interactions going on here.
Yeah, Zach's deck it's just like mixing too many decks.
Yeah, like I mean, he has that table once, so he's won his past 2 games.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe because his opponents have just been baffled by these. They have no idea what to play around.
Discard Rabblemaster to Tezzeret. So, and we got we do have the path for Tezzeret, but this is during upkeep, before he draws. So, there goes his win con, I guess. Yeah, and I cannot imagine Alex has a third Tezzeret the Fervent, but
that would
that
would seem pretty loose.
I was surprised to even see the second, to be honest, but the third one, that seems very unlikely. He does have a bolt, so with
his opponent's at 6.
Yeah, with Zach
at
6.
That's definitely relevant.
If he finds another bolt, he could get there. And
do we think Zach is complementing these Darksteel Citadels with Radiant Fountains?
Just for some
because that would put him out of range of these bolts.
That would. If you want some colorless lands in your Esper deck, that's a good one to go
Darksteel Citadel and Radiant Fountain even match. Kind of, they have they both have like a spire, you know.
So it looks like Alex found a young Pyro there and some hand disruption.
So young Pyro is literal garbage here.
Yeah. It just dies instantly to Elesh Norn. As does pretty much every creature in Alex's deck remaining, except for more Revelers, or if there is, God forbid, the third Tezzeret.
So this Bedlam Reveler is a 1/2 right now?
Yeah.
And Alex has how many cards in hand?
2. 1 bolt and 1 unknown.
Okay.
So Zach left a card in hand. The Bedlam Leveler could attack this turn.
Yeah.
Although not if he triggers Prowess. This has been a very strange game. And this is only game 2. If Zach is able to pull this one out, we still
we're going to have to suffer through a third one.
I think he might have just drawn a search for Escanta. Yep.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah, that'll help.
That'll flip next turn, I assume.
Do we have effects in draw step again? Nope. Not sure what that link just posted in chat was.
I feel like
I'm not going to click on it.
Yeah, it feels like something that no one should click on.
But Alex did find 2 bolts, so that's going to end this game.
Oh, wow.
All right, so just some weird stuff coming out of Zach's deck. I feel like he drew the wrong 2 halves of his deck there. I don't know. Jamming the Reanimator package into Tezzeret Gifts is interesting. I guess the Gifts is kind of synergizes both of them, but
I don't understand the, deck like this, when some of the cards are pretty weak individually, you have to rely on strong synergies, but Zach's deck is not really highly synergistic. I mean, there are some light synergies in there and some interesting combos, but they're all just clunky. So I don't know. Oh, thank you, Delusional. Delusional.
Thanks for the follow. All right, well, that'll do it. Wait.
Wow, did you know, I think Delusional's name is an anagram for loud lions. I could be wrong.
We are still going to it? No, we're not going to a third game, right? Alex got both of those.
Yeah, I'm just sideboarding. So, folks, we got about 17 minutes left. We try to find another match, but it could be difficult to find one that's
it's probably unlikely that we'll
ongoing.
Find another match. So if we don't, we will be back in 20 minutes for the tables have pretty much emptied for Mono. So we're not going to get another match for this round, but we'll be back in about 20 minutes for round 4. So stay tuned. Maybe we will finally see some Jace the Mind Sculptor for that round. Depends if people who brought Jace are doing well, I guess.
Yeah, or depend. Yeah, really, it's a question of, do the people that have a lot of money also play Magic well?
That's true.
And
but maybe you don't need to if you have Jace. Who knows?
Sure. Yeah.
I guess we might find out. So we'll be back shortly for round 4. So stay tuned, people. Thank you.